Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for the Sheeple.com, and this is a news shot for you. And this one kind of caught me for a loop. It threw me for a loop. I'm still kind of like about it because it doesn't. People actually believe this sometimes, I got to tell you. But you wonder why society today is so screwed up? We can always trace it back to what are we doing to our kids? AgainstCronyCapitalism.org has a piece, high school class taught that libertarianism is first cousin to fascism. I mean, I know that children oftentimes don't, possess a lot of knowledge when it comes to politics and left-right paradigm and all that kind of stuff. But folks, we have to teach our children at least the basics of this because schools are seriously warping the brains of our kids. They really are. It says the syllabus is from East Chester High School. This one confused teacher, or else one angry and very, very, very angry teacher. It says, let's hope it is the former. Intentionally deceiving young people in the whole charge of, being... when you openly deceive somebody, especially children, people entrust the children to these teachers in the hopes that they will get a proper education. And unfortunately, it is a quite naive trust that they do. It's I'm from the government and I'm here to help. No good. It says for centuries, people who believed in the more personal liberty and smaller government to serve were called liberals. Right? So they used to be liberal, against the government, more freedom. It says, by the way, these were the chief opponents to slavery, and they pointed out that slavery in America was only possible because of strong government support. Yeah. Now, these people also, if you remember back in the 19th century, early 20th century, the people or party that was opposed to slavery was the Republican Party. And then they flip-flopped over the years. And 1932, Franklin Roosevelt, using the advice of Edward Bernays, goes and switches it, and it becomes, now this is a more liberal thing to have government control. When really it's not. They flip-flopped it. The same way they flip-flopped, let's instead of calling it the Department of War, because that's too overt, let's call it the Department of Defense. Then we're defending. Then it's more innocent. Then it ain't my fault. So that's how they do it, the flip-flop. Well, now, this high school teacher, East Chester High School, is saying that we have libertarians that are somehow semi-fascist. They're semi-fascist, meaning that here's your levels: conservatism, libertarianism, fascism. Libertarian is very simple. And this is the problem because people look at things two-dimensionally, and it's not a two-dimensional thing. We don't live in a two-dimensional world. Libertarianism is up, okay? Socialism and fascism is down. Your liberalism and conservatism, we can put left and right if you want. It's all a false paradigm, but if you want to picture it that way, then that's the way you picture it. But libertarianism and socialism is not liberalism, it's not conservatism, it's not communism, it's not fascism. It's all crazy. They're all totally different. To put them in line with one another just doesn't work. But this is the way that they're going to teach you, is that, if you're a libertarian, why then you're on your way to being a fascist, and that, my friends, equals you might as well just call yourself Hitler. That's how they're selling it. To vilify wanting to be free and wanting to keep your money and wanting to leave people alone and have others leave you alone. Let that sink in for a second. I'm Joe Joseph. This was the Sheeple.com's news shot, and I'll have one again for you really soon.